Hey, good afternoon. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to game day. It's you and me. I'm cold today. I just got to chill. It's winter anyway. So welcome. Yeah, hey, today we're doing Evacuation solo mode. Designed by Vladimir Suchy and published by Delicious Games, which is him and his wife's company, as well as Rio Grande Games. Rio Grande also sponsored this stream, so thanks to Jay and everybody over at Rio Grande for being a partner. Earlier this week, we did the race mode of Evacuation, which, per the rulebook, it says, hey, we recommend this being your main way to play it. There are 4 different ways you can play this game. You have race mode, which we've streamed. We have solo mode, that's today. Points mode, which is also today, but the solo mode's played in points mode. Then we're going to be streaming points mode next week, and then the advanced action variant, which seems pretty cool. Looking forward to showing y'all that. Now, the solo mode can use a points mode as well as the advanced action variant, but because today we're just trying to focus on showing y'all the solo mode, I'm not going to break out the advanced action variant with it. You can, but we'll get to that. So anyway, we got 2 more streams after today. Hopefully y'all are having a good one. I'm excited about this. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to do an overview at the beginning, and then I'll teach as I go along. I'm also going to cover the setup for the solo game. And with that said, hopefully y'all are ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Here we go. All right. So welcome to solo mode. What do we got? We got the main board, old world, new world, progress track. In between, we have turn track, or well, the turn track, and then we have the player order track. You might be asking yourself, I thought this was solo mode. Well, it is in fact solo mode. It's us, the bot, which is just going to get in our way. That's it. And then the other bot that is only here for turn order, messing with us, and progress track, messing with us. So that's what that does. The bot itself actually has some stuff over here, but the white third extra player that just gets in our way is only up here, as well as the progress track. A couple other things here that are not standard as far as component wise. You see these red axes, these are from Votes for Women. It's the most versatile component I've ever used as a streamer. These axes come in handy. Excuse me. So these are just there to show you that's out, that's out, that's out. In addition to that, in the solo, which is really a 2-player, it's set up for 2-player, the lesser track. So there are 3 tracks. There's the overflow, which is kind of the see-through one, and then the 2 teal-colored tracks. The one with the less icons on it is only used in the 3- and 4-player game, so that's why I have it kind of X'd out there. All right, it also is X'd out up here, but I only had 5 X's available to me right now. Anyway, in the rulebook for setup, it says that track is not used, but it's a little bit confusing, so I thought I would try and help y'all graphically by showing. So that one, another way to think of it is you see this thick colored line, so it's gray here and yellow there. And then green, that line is always in play, and then the one furthest from it is in the 3- and 4-player game. Okay? All right? So there's that. Ooh, that was weird. You'll see that? Huh. Anyway, so that's how we have that set up. These are all the things that we need to evacuate over to the new planet. We have the end of round bonuses that we might accomplish there. We have our end of game scoring cards, which I'll cover all that later. Then over here, we have the stadiums and their deck. We have the ships, and the extra ships are actually off camera. Then we have the infrastructure and the infrastructure deck. Then we have our player board. Our player board is set up just like it normally is, except in the points mode, this little one-time use spot is covered up, whereas unlimited, whereas in the solo, it's only one, right there. Then we have our chicklets, and then our factories. In addition to that, we have the bots markers, which is going to be used to settle things over in the new world, and then the bot deck, and then a bot marker as well. And then there's a bunch of resources and all this stuff off camera as well. All right, so what is it we're trying to do here in Evacuation? Well, much like how the name of the game, we are trying to evacuate from the old world, because for some reason we're wanting to get out of Dodge, and settle into the new world. At the beginning of the game, the only spots that we have available to us are the tundra spots, and then as our progress marker, which is shown right there for tundra, as the progress marker advances, you'll notice we have access to the desert out here, and then once we have a progress marker, cross the forest section, and finally, if we get there, we have access to Waterworld. All right? So that's what we're trying to do, but really, we're trying to score points. And we're going to score points via this card over here on the right. Now, this is actually descriptive here at the bottom for the 3 and 4 player game, but as it is, it gives you a good idea. We are trying to score for our highest amount of resources in the new world, not lose points for things that we have not done. We are going to have 3 in-game scoring cards. We're going to want to score those. And then first and second is 4 and 0, respectively, for number of smiley faces, whoever has the most. All right? So our goal is to score points. Now, according to the rule book, it says we think 60 points is a good score. So I guess that's our goal, 60 points. It says, but we think that with some experience, you may be able to get to 80 points. Okay, sounds good, cool. But 60 feels like a doable score to shoot for. All right, so setup, what do we have? We start first, the bot starts second, and then the other one starts third for the first round. We have the round marker up there at the top, and then we have randomly, somewhat randomly. All right, and by somewhat, I mean, if you watch our last stream, okay, look, these aren't random. There are 2 endgame last final scoring bonus cards. There are 2 of them. I used the one that we didn't use in our last stream. And then there are a number of these, and I grabbed 3 that we didn't use, shuffled them up, put them up face up with the last round one at the bottom. Cool. There we go. You can examine them. I'm not going to bother. So there we go. All right. Then we have the end game scoring goals here. So we're going to shuffle these up. And then we're going to deal 2 stacks of 4. And then the rest are out of the game. Okay, done. So the bot is going to start with those, sort of, and we're going to start with these, but I'll go through those in a minute. We're going to end up with 3 of them. Then a couple of the things we need for setup. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bot area over here. So the stadiums, normally you just put them out and whatever's out there is out there. However, if there are any stadiums that have 4 or 5 smiley faces, those are supposed to go to the bottom of the deck. So this was legitimate how they came out, but I was like, oh, I can show you all this. So this one will actually go to the bottom of the deck, and I don't think they slide. Let me see. If there are 4 or 5, remove them to the bottom of the deck. And it doesn't say, so I'm just going to go ahead and not slide it and just fill. There we go. That's legit. So the 4 or 5 smiley faces can only come into play in rounds 3 and 4. So we don't need to worry about that right now. Then the bot deck. The bot deck has, what is that, 6 different cards to start with. And then in round 3, you shuffle this one in. Now, you know what I'm going to do, because I'm going to forget it otherwise, is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and put this in kind of, what was the top one? I think it was that. Okay, there we go. Cool. So that is just to remind me that at the end of round 3, or I guess the beginning of round 3, technically that should go in front, shouldn't it then? It should. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's a good way to do it. So I have it mixed in there to where after the first and second round, it'll show up. So there's that. All right, cool. So this deck, it says to shuffle it. Not looking. Da, da, da. And there, done. That's how it'll be. And then there is this, there are a number of these little markers like this. These are for a module that can be added that we're going to be doing in our 4th stream, but we're not going to do it today. However, this one is in play because this is for the solo bot. So if you take a look at the new world, it says to put it on the border of the leftmost tundra. The leftmost tundra is this one. So we will go ahead and set that bad boy up there. Notice A is going to be that way, B is going to be that way. That will come into play when we actually are doing what for the bot. Also, these are supposed to be random, the technologies, but in our stream last week or earlier this week, we had 1, 2, and 4 out. So I thought, oh, I'll do 3, and then they're random. The bottom row of the technologies are all the 1s. That's random. 2's random. 3's random. The order in which those are. All right. So I think that's it for setup, except for our goal cards, which I will cover those once I kind of give the overview of how to actually play the game. All right. So how do you actually play the game? Well, the game takes place over 4 rounds. Each round has 7 steps. At least each round in the points mode, which is what we're playing, have 7 steps. They normally do as well. Income and check. So income is you will get all of this for the old world, and you will get wherever these markers are here for the new world. So you get your income. So at the beginning of the game, we have nothing at the new world. The old world, we look at all these 3 different types of resources, which are food, steel, and energy. And it just so happens that we have 7 icons of each. Therefore, we get 7 of each. However, if you take a look up here, you'll notice that there is a food payment that we're going to have each round. So when this crosses down, we need to feed our people in the old world 5, 0 in the new. So on and so forth, 2nd round, 3rd, 4th round. Eventually it goes 4 and 1. But as it is, it's 5. So when you look over here and it's income and check, get your income and then check how much food you owe, as well as stadium prerequisites. Stadium prerequisites are 0 to start, eventually will be 3 over here in the new world. But I digress. So instead of taking 7, 7, and 7, we're going to take 7, 7, 2, the 2 being the food, because we're going to owe 5 food. Then we're going to take actions. That's the meat of the game. Then we may be able to transport, then check turn order, then the progress track, get any bonuses, and then clean up. Pretty straightforward on all of that. Hey, what's up, Steph? All right, so actions. What are the available actions that we can take? Well, the available actions are all of these that are down here. Now, how this works in the basic points mode and basic race mode, as well as the basic solo. This whole massive deck of cards, they all look like this. However, on the advanced action side, they look like this. You see this? You're not going to see it until the 4th stream, so we don't need to worry about that. So, on your turn, and by your turn, I mean on our turn, not the bot's turn, you're going to take one of these and put it down here, And every time you do that, you're going to advance your marker. How many actions have I taken this turn? Every time you hit one of these spots that has an energy symbol, you need to pay energy, be it from the old world or the new world, depending on where our progress markers are. At the beginning of the game, you take all your energy from the old world. Eventually, when one of your progress markers has passed this spot, then you can take it from anywhere. And eventually, both of your progress markers will make it past this, and all the energy requirements must then come from the new world. But, as it is, pay your energy for every action that you take. So take one action, place this down, or the other way around. This is the easiest thing to forget, is moving this little marker. And then you get to take one of the available actions that are there. And I'll cover those as I actually play. But the cool thing about this is I can, if I want, continue to take that action over and over, paying any requirements that I have to there and there. However, once I get a third, if I choose to take a fourth or maybe fifth or sixth action, it not only requires that amount of energy, it also requires one additional energy for every fourth or more that I play there, or every time I play one. It's going to cost one additional. That makes sense? Cool. All right. So, in addition to whenever I play these down, you're going to notice that there is a number there at the bottom. That is going to be how many progress steps you're going to be able to take and move your progress marker. It's also going to coincide with the bonus marker. If you match that number, or one of those numbers, then you will be able to take a bonus during the bonus phase. Also note that this here is a limiter. Obviously, we can only take one of these per round. And there are 4 rounds, meaning we can only have one there in a given round. Okay, and I'll cover what the various actions are once we get started. But again, if it were something like this, my marker will have been there. That'll be 4, 8, 11, 13, 14 progress markers there for when we get to the bonus step there. So we take actions, but in the solo, we are going to alternate between us and the bot. The bot is strictly going to build stadiums, get them out of our way, and compete against us in that, as well as take settlement spots. The bot is not going to score points. It's just in our way. Okay, so know that. All right, anyway, so actions. After the action step, then we can transport. That is how we're going to get things from the old world to the new world. But to be able to do that, we need ships. I'll cover all this when we get there. You get the transport, picking stuff up, moving it, dropping it off there. Then we check turn order. Turn order is number of smiley faces. Whoever has the most, also the bot, hey, we get to go earlier in turn order. And if tied, reverse the order. Then the progress marker. The progress markers are this track out here. You have 2 markers. In this case, that is 4, 8, 11, what did I say? Sorry, 8, 11, 13, 14. I get to move, my marker is 14, and I would get to do it first because if I'm the first player still. So 14, and I get any bonuses, and we'll cover all that later. The important thing to note here is as these markers advance, they can never be a full gap in between these spots here. These are not spots, you don't count them, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, so you skip that. However, this gap between the informational blocks, you cannot have a second marker lagging. You would have to have this at least here before you could cover that, and which also means that that marker could not then come up there because now we have a gap there. So understand that. See if we can do this without... I give up. All right. Anyway, progress. That is going to unlock our ability to build in settlements in the new areas out there. Then finally, bonuses. Hey, you see these? Try that again. See those up there? If you have 6 progress steps, you get to do the top, which is always going to be better than the bottom. Or in lieu of that, if you have 10 progress steps, you get to do the bottom. So you've done more actions and theoretically more and better actions, so you get the lesser, do less actions, get the better. There you go. You can only do it once. Cool. Okay? All right. All right. And then finally, cleanup. Cleanup, pretty straightforward. We're going to shuffle some stuff for the bot, but really what happens is this X, this will get discarded, slide, refill, discarded, discarded, same deal, and we will flip that over and move the marker down. There you go. Do that 4 times, see if we can score 60 points. All right. That's pretty much decent overview, I think, to go ahead and get started. Yeah. All right. For the in-game goal cards. So we get to, there's a draft. So we're going to have 4 of these. So let's go ahead and get it over here to ours. And let's see what we have for our options. We get to keep one of these, and one of them is going to come back. 2 of them are going to come back. Check that. All right. Start with this one. This one says food factories. Every food factory is worth 3 points. If I have 3 of them, I get an additional 3. 4 of them, additional 5. I don't feel great about that one. Let's see, I want to make sure I get these right. I'm pretty sure that's just straight up how many infrastructure you've built. Yeah, okay, so if you've built 3 of them, score 3 points, 5 points. That one's pretty good. I like that one. This one, where are both of your progress markers? If they're both at the desert, score 5, 12, or 17, respectively. So getting them both past is hard, all the way past the water, which means we're going to have really big progress numbers. And for those wondering, and because I am too, let's look. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22 times 2 is 44. There are 4 rounds. That's an average of 11, which means we are only doing the bottom every time, at best. So keep that in mind. I don't know about that. We'll see. The last one is how many tundra sites that you have settled. Honestly, I think the infrastructure one, I'm kind of digging that one. What do y'all think? I think so. Because that one, I feel, that's something I'm going to want to do no matter what. Getting 3 of them seems doable. That's 12 points. Now, I will say this. Getting them both to forest seems totally doable too. And that means we could take a lower number as well. So realistically, 3 of these shouldn't be a problem. A 5th, that means we will have had to have taken 3 infrastructure action. That's hard. I definitely know that I'm not going to want 5 tundra. And the food factory, honestly, now I kind of circled back. All right, Shrey and Bart say infrastructure or tundra. Derek says infrastructure. Heavy tundra isn't something I've tried because it sucks. That's why. So that'd be 17 points. But it's so limited. Like, it's just not great. You know what? Let's load up on the infrastructure. Let's go infrastructure. That's the way I was leaning anyways. So these 3 are now going to go to the bot. The bot for these 4, we don't know what they are. I really don't. So we're going to shuffle these up. Peanut Gallery, pick a number 1 to 4. And that's the one they're going to choose. Pick a number 1 to 4. And then pick a number 1 to 3, because they're going to choose one of these. There we go. All right. I'll have some tea while y'all decide. It looks like 3. Okay. So 3 is what he chooses. And by he, I mean it's out of the game. It goes into the stack. Gone. So this now comes back to us to choose our second goal. So here we go. All right. Let me look up all of these just to be sure. So this one is 3 points for every food factory. Oh no, check that. That is, sorry, looking at the wrong one. Points equal to your food level. Okay, so if your food level is at 10, you score 13. If it's at 13, score 18 points for that one. Okay. And then this one is, how many ships do you have? Yeah. I mean, 2 is pretty normal. Getting 3 or 4 ships just seems unlikely. Just saying, that seems unlikely. This one is in the bonus phase. If you get the bonus for the top one, this one is the bottom one. Reveal it, or reveal this in-game goal, and take a bonus marker. So you take one of the yellow check marks here, and for each one, that means for every one I hit the bottom, so this, tied with the satellite one, is really good. But we don't know if he's going to choose the satellite one. Yeah, just like what Bart says. That makes it, that's the one combo that we were speaking about that might make it little. So I'm not going to choose that one because of that. All right. I think getting our food production up, that feels the most doable out of these. And remember, we're going to score all of these. And again, I'm intentionally not choosing that one. Okay. All right, so that's done. And it looks like y'all chose number 2 on the other one. So these are the ones that we didn't choose. Those are out of the game. And then number 2, 1, 2, so that one's out of the game. So I'm just going to throw those kind of there. Those are the ones that he picked. Doesn't score them. It's just, it removes our option. I'm just curious what they were. And what do we have? There we go. The satellite one came back to us. Well, now that we got the food production one here, does it make sense to go food factory? I mean, I feel like we can get to the forest. That feels like a no-brainer. If we got 3 of these, that would be 12. I feel like we could still do that. Oh, you're right. No, I did that right. Yeah. Send 2 back. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Let me double check on the draft. Per this, let's see. It says choosing goal cards. Deal 2 piles of 4 cards. Look at your pile, keep 1, randomly remove 1 from your opponent's pile, then switch piles. Draft again, but this time you're choosing 1 of 3, and then you draft 1 of 2, and finally 1 of 1. Then from the 4 cards you drafted, keep 3 to, choose 3 to keep. All right, so then I get these back after I've chosen, I get to keep 1 of these. Is that right? Okay, I chose 3, 2, oh, and then he's gonna, he'll take that one and we're gonna keep that one. I don't get to look at it. All right, sorry. I think we go with the satellite one. That one is gone. And this one. That is the tundra. Okay, so now we get to keep 3 of these. I think we keep the 3 that we actually drafted. and get rid of the tundra one. I feel good about that. All right, cool. Yeah, that works. So these are our goals. So again, we want to ideally get 5 infrastructure cards out, 13, at least 10. At least 10. I'll feel good about 10 on the food production and get both to the forest. So that's our goals. So we will go there and 3 for sure. So that's 12. Yeah, that feels okay. Yeah. Let's go with it. All right. So I will keep these here just as a reminder for us. I'll zoom it out when I need. That's fine. They're done. All right. That's it for the draft. We start the game now. I messed those up. And let's reset that. All right. All right. So as mentioned, income in check. So 777, but we owe 5 food, so it's really only 2 food. Over under glory to Rome's, I'm going to say 2.5. And do we win? Do we win or does the bot win? 3, 7. There we go. Okay. All right. So, first action. We need infrastructure. Well, you know what? On that note, let's look at what the infrastructure cards are that are out there. There we go. So we have having population in the desert and having factories in the tundra will get us 2 energy. Having 1 of each. Honestly, I like all these. That one helps us for our food production, which we need for one of our goals. So that seems good. Yeah, you know, I really like all of these. But out of the difference between these is 1 steel production. And the fact that it is later, I feel like that tundra works on both, and the desert could work for both. I kind of like those 2 better. Okay. And on that note, we also ought to look at what our techs are. So this is tech group 3. And having looked at this when I set it up, I like the left edge. Pretty great. When taking a spaceship, far right. All your ships fly for 1 energy. That's really good. I like that. That saves us energy. When settling 1 or more population tokens, pay 1 less steel. That seems great. And settle a water site for free, which is always great. So I like that whole right edge. The left edge is whenever you take a spaceship, stadium, or infrastructure, meaning all these groups of 3, you can choose from 2 more, and it's a smiley face. That's cool. Each phase, when checking power level, you can add or subtract 1 or 2. And what that means is for the bonus up there, I believe. I think that's what that is. Let me double check. Oh. No. Well, sort of. What it means is each phase when checking power level, so that means for the progress, so let's say I'm at 7 progress. I can add 2 to it to make it 9, and then I could subtract 1 of it to make it 6 for the bonus. That's even better. That's pretty cool. And then gain a spaceship. Just get it for free and immediately load it and send it. Good Lord. Is all that for free? I'm looking for it. Choose a spaceship, place it in the old world, pay nothing. You have to pay the energy to fly it, though. Okay, still. Gain a steel factory. Whenever you prefab a steel factory, you can prefab a second factory. Okay, yeah. Whenever you build a stadium, you also get a tech and a food, and choose one infrastructure card. Then play it for free. Ignore, wow. I like all of the level 3s. Ah. Oh. Thanks, Bosun Michael. Appreciate it. Wow, I like all 3 of those. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because if I take this action, get a resource in 2 infrastructure or get a resource in a tech, and then there's tech, 2 infrastructure. Like, I want to do both of these, but I can only do it once. That's hard. Well, do I split the difference, meaning whatever one I get here, I do the opposite up there, because again, that is 2 infrastructure or a tech? Or do I lean into more of it? Oh, wow. Huh. These are real meaningful decisions right here off the bat. You know what? I don't like this bottom one so much, but I really like that. That just gives us a free infrastructure. Wow. I don't know what to do. Well, okay, I'm going to stall a little, okay, because I don't know. Yeah, I do, kind of. So, you know what? I'm going to go my first gut. We're going to go there. That's going to be 1 progress, 1 power, if you will. Going to get a resource. And that resource is going to be a steel, and we can put it either in the old world or the new world. I choose to put it in the new world. And I'm going to do infrastructure because I know I'm going to be doing that. It's also one of my goals, and there is a goal card out there that helps 2 of my goals, which is this one. So I'm going to take that one. It immediately refills because they're individual actions. It will go there. And now the question is, do I go for the one that literally it might only be 2 builds and I can do both of those? Or do I go for the one that, you know, has a little bit more, but as long as everything's in a line? I think I stick with my original plan. I'm going to choose both of these. You don't pay anything right now. These will just go into my hand, and we know that I have them. Then this will go, and it will refill. Also a good one, like getting 2 more of these might not be a terrible idea, honestly. So we have these, and if, notice both of those are factories for the tundra, and both of those are population in the same line. And unfortunately, oh, there is. If I were to get those 2 spots there, that takes care of all 3 of these cards for the tundra. And it might also work towards that one. I might go back-to-back infrastructure actions just to be able to hammer these out real quick. We'll see. All right, So these are technically in my hand, so I'm going to kind of have them at an angle like this. They're not played to the table yet. When I play them, I'll play them over here to show that I've played them. All right, that is our turn. We have gotten our resource. We've taken 2 infrastructure actions. And now the bot is going. The bot, we've shuffled up. We're going to flip over the top card. All right, now I'm going to step through this because this is the first time we're doing this. Right. So the bot's actions, when you flip it over, this here normally will have a number on it, 1, 2, or 3. If it's an X, treat it as a 4 for the settlement action. The settlement action, for those that are unfamiliar, looks like this. That is a settlement action. But as it is, it's not a settlement action that has shown up. Hey, thanks for the follow, Contra. So this is a stadium action. It says, treat it as a 4, but for any other action, the X means your opponent takes no action that turn. Cool. Good. Done. Okay. That was anticlimactic, but I'm really okay with that. Oh, and we forgot to move that because 1 action. All right, action number 2. You know what? I'm just going to do it. We're going to lean into the infrastructure and we'll figure it out from there. I cannot take this again because limited to 1. I will take the infrastructure action again and we're gonna do exactly what I said. The first one that I'm going to take is that one because I think the only fear I have is if he takes one of those 2 spots, that would wipe out that card. This one does work for these either way. So you know what? I think I will take this one. Now notice that these have exclamation points on them. What those mean is there are pictures. There are 2 cards that have that same picture. You cannot build both of the same picture card. Okay? I don't think I did. Let me double check. Oh, I did do it backwards, didn't I? You're right. Let's back up. You're right. I got it backwards. I did the solo deck backwards. I apologize. Now I feel like an idiot. Let's shuffle these back up. It should be this way. Yep. Thanks, Shrey. Okay, not looking, and I will go there. Okay, let's try it again. It should be that way, face up. I don't think it made a difference, but there we go. So now it does it that way. All right, fine. All right, good call. So if you look, it shows to go that way. I did it the opposite, but all right. So that is going to be a 2, and that is remove a ship with the indicated, whereas 1 is the on the X, and then we're counting right to left. So we're removing the second ship. This ship gets buried to the bottom of the stack, and obviously it will refill. There we go. Cool. Nonetheless, let's get back. We're taking our same action. Second action, move that over, infrastructure, there, and I'm going to choose this one into my hand. That's 3. And the 4th one is, oh, and that's funny, had we taken the Tundra, yeah, I hear you. Well, we know we're going to build 2 of them, and maybe we end up in a good spot, and this helps us with the food. That actually would get us a total of 5 food right there. I think we stay on target, and we're going to take that one as well. And note that we do not have any of the same graphics, so we are copacetic on that. Here we go. All right. So there's the 4 that we have taken. Okay. All right. So that is our second action. Bot turn. Bot turn says 3 settle. All right. This is scary. So that is going to be 3 times. Place one of the opponent's tokens on a specific New World site. The solo tile, that is this guy up here, will tell you, and let's go ahead and move over to the New World, so it's going to be 3 of these bad boys. The solo tile tells you where to place it. At the start of the game, place the solo tile on the edge of the tundra site. Done. Okay. When the opponent takes a settlement action, move the tile around the edge of the board counterclockwise, number of spaces specified by the deck. So it said 3. That is going to be 1, 2, 3. And to be clear, that's actually in the example, so it doesn't go 2, 3, it goes there. All right. Find the site to settle by counting inward the same number of spaces. Check it, it's only going to settle 1 space. By counting inward. So it is, and getting back to the bot, you'll notice that it is letter A. So up here, A is going to go that way. 1, 2, 3, the bot is going to settle that space there. Okay, done. Pretty straightforward on that. Back to us. Our third action is going to start costing us resources. Now, we have the infrastructure cards that we want. We're good on that. Infrastructure is not going to be a thing that we're going to be terribly concerned about at this point. So now we need to actually settle the sites that are over there. How do we do that? Well, to be able to do it, we take the settle action, but we got to have stuff over in the New World, which we do not yet. But you know what we do need? We do need a ship, which is going to help us get some of this stuff over to the New World to be able to settle it. So I think for our next action, our third action, it's going to cost us energy, and we will go ahead and purchase a ship. All right, purchase a ship. Yep. Let's try that again. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so the cost is in the top left of each of the ships. The energy cost when we transport is on the left-hand side, so 1 or 2 always. This will always be steel and maybe some food, but never energy. This is the number of sites that we can evacuate. These sites over here, either population or factories. Then, if there is anything here, it is stadiums, which we're going to need 3 over in the New World, or factories, so 1 factory or stadium, and a number of resources. Well, I gotta be honest, this one looks pretty tasty to start. Yes, it's 2 energy, but if we get that tech, it's actually only 1 energy. So I like that one, so we're gonna go with that. That's gonna be 4 steel and 2 food. And we now have that over here ready. Good. This will immediately refill. We take the top off the deck. There we go. They will have 1 or 2 of these. They will have 0, 1, or 2 there, and these go up to, I think, 5 for number of resources as well. Hey, Dimitri, what's up? So that is our third action, and also note that we are at 3, 5, 6. And 6 is exactly what that is, to be able to take 2 infrastructure actions and prefabricate a factory for free. But we're probably going to take some more actions, so we're going to go for the bigger number, which is the 10, which gets us a free technology. Okay. All right, his turn. Flip. That is, take the stadium with the indicated number and place it beside the main board. That is number 1. Done. These slide, And as long as it's not a 4 or 5, we're good to go. We are good to go. Done. Our turn. I will say, the bot, pretty easy to run so far. All right. Now what? So, we got stuff that we're going to be able to move over. That's cool. So we're ready to transport. And if we get to 10, then saving an energy this turn seems pretty good. 10 would be a 4 there. Now we do have a total of 6 energy, which is, that's 5. If we were to take 2 more actions, and then 1 is for the technology. Now I do want to point out, the bonus happens after transport. So we can't use that bonus for that transport. Okay, noted. We can't do that for tech, and if we do this, we're only doing 1 action. Okay, well, so this is a thing. So, thinking about this, this would be our 5th infrastructure card, provided we're able to play the 4 that we have. Okay, so the transport happens before we get the free tech. And I'll be honest, I don't think I need, this doesn't appeal to me at all. That does, and that does. That one's eh. That one's eh, that one's great. Huh. Huh. What do we do for our last action? I mean, is it crazy? Is it crazy to just stop there? We would only get 6 bumps. Which hurts that one. But we stop here, potentially. That gets us an extra 3 resources in the old world, and we could really load up in our second round and really crush it. Is that crazy? Maybe it's not. Huh. But if we do that, like Shrey said, it takes a while till we can get to the desert, which then means, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. If we were there, then that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That seems unlikely, and that means we would forego the bonus in the second round. No, we can't do that. So, therefore, I think we definitely got to take 1 more action. Now, we could do this to save us the energy right now. I mean, it costs us 2 energy, but it saves 1 because the ship. Because we're either taking 1 here, or we're taking 2 there. And 2 here doesn't make sense, does it? Because we got to get to 10. Another option, we forego the tech, but I really want to get the tech. So I think skipping tech in round 1 seems just dumb. Man, this is really hard. I think doing this to get 2 techs in round 1 seems like a decent play. So we'll go there, there. We will go there, and we will take a technology. The question is, which tech? So we take one of our chicklets, gaining a steel factory. We're not going to move the factory this turn, or we... No, I don't think we are. So that doesn't make sense. Being able to add or subtract... is it worth foregoing 1 energy? If we can get to that by the end of round 2. So the question is, so okay, just indulge me. If we did this, oh, wait a minute, I'm dumb. Do this, and then the free one we get, we could go there or there, either or, and then the second one next round. Yeah, okay, I got there. All right. Ask away, Liquid Snake, and technically you just asked the question. So I think that's going to be, that'll be it. I'm good with that. All right. Wow, that took longer than it should have. I apologize. The bot goes. The bot is going to do some infrastructure. It's going to take number 1 infrastructure. So it's going to take this one. It will go to the bottom of the deck. Hold on. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Just making sure. And a couple of desert. Now note, this we already have. We have that graphic. Trial and error. Liquid Snake. I was wondering, how do you set up a good overhead camera streaming tabletop board games? Trial and error. I started with sitting underneath a tripod. I kid you not. If you go back to our earliest streams, I was sitting underneath tripod, and then I built a custom one. I came up with it. So yeah, definitely just trial and error. That's the best suggestion I have for you. All right. So I, at this point, will pass. I will choose to take no more actions this round. Feels a little short, but it's because we went heavy into the infrastructure. All right? All right, so the bot goes. Now, the last card over here for the bot, when that is there, it will not take any more action. So it's going to take this last action and stop. So that is 2 in settlement. Ugh. All right. Me no likey. Sorry, I'm a little possessive about my exact setup, so I just, yeah. All right, so it's moving 2, 1, 2, and then it's moving inboard 2 on Bravo. 1, 2, and he is going to settle that. And again, I could put something there, but it doesn't matter because it's not ours. Okay. All right. Okay, so just making sure. When it has 1 card left, your opponent passed for the rest of the year. Okay, done. All right. We now go into the transport phase. We're the only ones that do that, because we're the only one with the ship. All right. We only need 1 energy, because regardless, there. So we're going to go ahead and pay that energy. Now, we're going to go ahead. We can move a factory, which I have none, or a stadium. So this stadium is technically on here, so we're going to put that stadium on there. We can put 2 resources, and I think we'll go ahead and put 2 steel on there. And then over here in the old world, we can choose, and there's a little bit of a question on this, so let me look at the transport phase. Give me just 1 second. Transport. Okay. Load an evacuation bay. Choose an old world site with an edge color that matches the color of the bay. You know, choose an old world site with an edge color that matches the color of the bay. So what that tells me, I have yellow and blue. The bay color must match. So unlike what we did in our previous stream, I think we got that wrong. I think one's got to be yellow, one's got to be blue. And actually the factory makes more sense. You're right. Let's circle back. We're not going to take this stadium quite yet. We don't need it until the end of, or the beginning of round 3. So instead, I am going to take a factory. So if you look, there are 3 factories available. Okay. So I think the first factory that we're going to take is going to be that energy factory right there. So we're going to flip that over. We then go and grab one of these chips and load that on. That's going to be the factory that we take. And then we must take a yellow and a blue. And you'll notice the color of the edges. So yellow, blue, you get the idea. Gray, those are the 3 colors. So I definitely want at least 2 population, maybe as many as 4. So I think I will take that pop, which gets rid of a food and a steel. So that's going to be 2 of these chiclets from the supply that go onto our ship. And for the other one, we need energy still here. So we also need steel. Like, we need everything. 1, 2, 3, 4 steel production. I think we're going to have to go with that one. So we got 1 yellow, blue. We got 1 yellow, blue there. That's going to be 2 more chiclets from the supply. 1, 2 there. And then those will load onto the ship as well. So we got a yellow, we got a blue, we got a factory, and we got 2 resources. Now, I could take an energy for the flight back when it comes back later next turn. But methinks I'm going to be able to get that out. Oh, wait. Let's see. I won't be able to. Oh, maybe not. You know what? Let's change that up. Go call Shrey, and we will go 1 and 1 like that. You know what? No, we will not. We will go there because I guarantee I'm going to take one of those actions and I'll throw it over there. No, I guess this just in case I get stupid and forget. There we go. All right, now we transport. We paid our energy and shh. Just like that. There we go. And all of these things are now available to be used over there. And you'll notice to come back, we need 1 energy. Okay, so I'm going to just put that there so I don't forget. Okay? Done. Final answer. And now we look at turn order. Turn order up there. And turn order says here we go. In the order phase, treat the 3rd marker as a player with 2.5 fewer happy faces than the civilization you're playing against. Civilization we are playing against has 2. We have 0. 2.5 less means they have more. So they will go in front of us. And because they have 2.5 less than us, of them, which means half less than us, we go in second. That's how I'm understanding that. If you were behind by 3 happy faces or more, you move to 3rd. So if you're behind 1 or 2, you move to 2nd. Good. If you're tied, swap with your opponent into 1st or 2nd. Cool. All right, done. Next, progress track. All right, so now turn order has changed, right? So the bot is going to go second. I'm sorry, first and third respectively. So the power level of the other marker's moves is given by the two values on the end of your bonus card. 10 and 6. Okay? All right. In odd years, this is year 1, your opponent moves the higher amount and the extra civilization moves the lower amount. So pink is moving 10, white is moving 6. In even years, they both move the higher amount. In addition to that, movement for each is divided between both tokens. The marker ahead moves the amount shown on the bottom card of the solo deck. Okay, so an X is treated as a 4, and then the other one is moved whatever is left. Well, as y'all can see, the number showing is a 2. So obviously one of them is going to move 2. 1, 2. And for this one, it is the higher amount. So he's moving 10. So he's going 2 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course he is, which takes an extra resource and has access to a sun spot. That's pretty much the best spot in that window. Cool, great, thanks, awesome. You know what? I'll actually move that there so that, there we go. Okay, he is done, and now we're moving. How many are we moving? If you look, we have 4, 7, 9, 10. Okay, we're moving 10. You know what we're not doing? 2 and 8. I mean, we can, but we get nothing and we get nothing. That seems poor. All right, now looking at the spots that we probably want to be able to build on. 1 requires a sun. Yeah, that's it. I need to have 1 sun spot. I mean, we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we do that, you'll notice that we lose one of our, it's in transit to the new world. That sucks. I think that's probably our best bet. I think we'll go with that. All right, the other one, just making sure, so this one's moving the lower amount, so it's moving 6. So he's moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. What's up, Rob? All right, so that is the progress track. Next, bonuses. Again, I'm the only one that takes bonuses. And you know what? I want to be able to do this. There we go. I like that. All right, cool. So the bonus that we get is a free tech because it's 10. And then we'll go ahead and look ahead for next year. That's a free ship. Oh my. Wow. A free, wow. Okay. That's cool. So we get a tech. No, your ship does not automatically fly back. It flies back next year. Unless I totally missed that as well, but I'm pretty sure I feel pretty confident about that. Well, hold on. You know what? Now Now I feel like a bit of an idiot, so hold on one second. Again, yeah, not one less energy, just one. Correct. All right, now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because in the last stream, I had a tech that it immediately returns, or else the tech wouldn't make sense. But the way it's written in the rulebook, I could get how people could see that, but no, it sits there. All right, so that's our no, we need to actually take our bonus. This is actually a really interesting idea right now. Because if we were to take a tech as our first action next turn, we would then, with our first action, second action to settle, we would actually save a steal by doing that. This one is just less exciting to me. This one I just don't care about at all, but I really care about that. And being able to go 8, take 8 next turn. There, that's 3, 6, 8. So next turn, we could go 3, 5, 7, 8. So we would get 2 settle actions, 1 tech, and that allows us to get the free ship, because the tech would be that. Oh no, I'm thinking over here, aren't I? I'm getting them confused. Hold on. That's 8. If we go here, we need 2 tech. We have 1, and that doesn't work. That's 5, that's 7. We don't get to 8 that way. Ooh. So I don't think we can go for that. So as much as I like that. So the question then is, I think the free tech is that. I think so. Huh. Ah, man. Here's the thing. I like it, don't need it. Really like that one. Love that one. But I don't like either of those. This I'm going to be doing multiple times. Final answer, done. There's my free tech. All right, so now we do cleanup. This one goes to the bottom of the deck. We do not have that one yet. Okay. It does have a lot of hard choices. That is a fact. That ship goes away, goes to the bottom of the deck. That is a crappy ship. That one goes to the bottom of the deck. Slide. And not 3 or 4 smiley, or 4 or 5 smiley faces, so we're good. And I've already cleared that guy up top. So now we just move that down. When we cross that, come on, work with me here. There we go. We need 0 stadiums. We're going to need 0 food in the new world, 4 in the old world. Okay. All right. We are back to income and check. So it's going to be -4 food. We're getting, food-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we actually produce 1 food. We produce 5, but we lose 4 of it immediately. But we also produce 1, 3, 4 energy, and 1, 3, 4 steel. So 4 and 4. That puts us at 6 and 6. There we go. In addition to all that, this resets back there. These come back. Doesn't matter. You could use the same ones or different ones because the other side's not used. Okay, cool. All right, so now the bot is ahead of us in turn order, and also we shuffled the bot's deck. So that's the one we didn't see. It's the infrastructure one, or is it? So it's 2 infrastructure, 2 settle, a stadium, and a ship. And the other one hasn't come into play yet. So not looking. Okay, good, and I'll cut. There we go. Okay, done. All right, bot's up first. Infrastructure doesn't take an action this turn because that's a 4. And the only time that matters is on settle, it said, right? Just making sure. That is, yep, on settlement. Okay, cool. All right, our turn. Okie dokie. I mean, settling quick while we still can before the bot messes with us. I think that's probably a good idea. I think so. I think not overthink it. Oh, right. Or do we... Okay, fine. Fine. We'll do that. We get 1 thing, and that, whenever we settle for 1 less. That makes sense. So now, what resource do we want? I mean, it's hard to not want that. Yeah. Whether that's for our infrastructure cards to play them to the table, whether it's building infrastructure, building, settling, sorry. Yeah, that just seems like the right answer. Done. Final answer. We're done. Okay. Bot's turn. Second ship comes out. This one goes away. That's all right. Didn't want that one anyway. And that will slide over. I didn't mention this. And at any time, you may, it says before you take an action. And Vladimir apparently clarified this over on BGG, but you can pay 1 resource to wipe any number of these. So either that, or that, and within that, you can wipe it 0 to, or 1 to 3, technically. But apparently you then don't have to take the action to do, which that, But anyway, hey, Alyssa. So that seems a little, I would think you were committed to the action, but I digress. Apparently Vladimir and I disagree on that. So that is the AI. Now we are definitely going to settle for once and for all. Right there. So we're taking the settle action. Because of that, we only have to pay 1 steel to put out 2 of those. However, I think we're going to put out a energy factory, and we're going to put out a population. I think so. So the question is, which one? I think energy, now steel, makes the most sense. So I have to have the prerequisite. We've already established that I do, because if you look right there, I have 1 of each, and I also have 2 more sons per that. So I'm going to choose this location. The factory is free to put down, but you must do everything in it. And then I'm going to take one pot, which normally would cost me a steel, but it's one less. So there we go. But then, because of that, because we did that, I get 1 and 1 production for next turn. I like it. So Alan, apparently on BGG, he clarified that you can do a different action, which to me feels like that allows for some hate drafting with extra resources, which I don't necessarily think that was intended. I'm gonna actually pause right here for a moment. Let's hang out. I want to actually get some clarification on that and not going off of what somebody said in the comments. So, as it's written in the rule book, it says, new infrastructure, ships, and stadiums. At the beginning of the game, they're dealt da-da-da-da-da. Before you take an infrastructure, a spaceship, or stadium, which that infers you've chosen that action, but before you take them, you may pay one resource, food, energy, or steel, from either world to discard any or all those available, and deal new ones. After that, if you still don't like your choices, you may end the action without taking anything. That also intimates that you've chosen the action, but you're just basically foregoing taking any of them. Okay? However, apparently on BGG, which I'm going to go look at now, but feel free to beat me to it. Let me get the term so I can try and find it easier. I know this isn't, but I feel like this is significant enough. Discarding, yeah, that's not great. Refreshing a row. Let's see if it's in there. A lot of. He says it's the same as in Praga Kaput Regni. There's a lot of discussion on this thread. I will link to it here in a minute. Apparently that's correct. Wow. Yeah, I'm not 100% in agreement with that, but no one asked me. Okay, so here we go. I'll link to it. Oops. There we go. So that should have gone over for both. Yeah, it did. There you go. All right, cool. Interesting. So yeah, you do not have to take that action then. Bot's turn. Here we go. Yeah, 3 settle. Okay. All right, it's moving 3. That is 1, 2, 3. It is an A. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Checks out. All right. Our turn. I think we just do it again. I mean, we're foregoing the free ship. God, I hate the idea of doing that. A free ship is so good. And I need a, oh, we're actually there. So I need a stadium in the New World. Oh. And the bonus happens after the round, so I think I'll have to forego the free ship. That's okay. So that's 3, 7, 6, 7. So we're at 3 right now. I need to get to 13. Okay. 3, 5, 7, 9, 13. 6, 8. That's 6 actions. We're already there. 6 means I need 7, 8, 9, 10 energy. I have 6. Easy there, killer. Okay. If we settle again, that's action. Well, we're definitely taking an action, so I've paid for that. And let's do this. 2 and 3. Let's get that set up. I need 1 energy for a ship. And we have that and that for that ship up there, which leaves me this, 2 of which I transport, the stadium I transport, and 1 of the yellows, and I'll figure that out. But that's 5. That means I have 2 actions. 5, 4, and 4. I guess that's what I do. Okay. I guess that'll be the rest of the round. That's how we do it. I am 1 energy short. Oh, I'm taking this twice, though. So maybe I do that and that. I'll figure that's a later problem, future me problem. So we're going to settle again. We have any number. Oh, I don't have a factory. I need... Oh, I really want a factory for that, don't I? Okay. We don't settle right now. Instead, we do this. It's not exactly how I wanted to work this, but it is what it is. I need a factory. And this is going to help me for infrastructure. I will take that after all. Gain a steel factory, so I will take a steel factory. That will go over there. And whenever I prefab a steel factory, you can prefab a second factory of any type. I mean, I have it. I might as well. I will take a steel, discard it, and prefab a second. I think that's legit. Let me make sure that I can do that both right now. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's legit. All right, so that seems good. Done. Bot's turn. Number 1 stadium is that one. He's now at 4, so we're now in 3rd place in the stadium race, but is what it is. That one cannot come out yet. It gets buried because it's a 4 smiley face. That's legit. Okay. Our turn. Now we will settle. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that'll be 13. Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. All right. So the settle is going to be a factory and a population. The population, again, is going to be free because of that one, because I'm only doing one. So it'll be that and that. Going to the new world. And we are going to settle, just making sure, yep, that one, which is a energy and a steel. Which means this now is up to 2 each. Done. All right. And the bot's final turn. 1 settle. That goes there. And it's on B. Well, 1, either one is going to be that. There. Done. Okay. And now, we are going to need 2 food over in the new world. Yeah. All right. We do that. By the way, that was there for the 4th action. This is there for the 5th action, and all those are gone. Oh no! Oh no! Did anybody else catch what I did? I'm going to roll one little thing back. I can't do that. We had to buy a ship. And it's going to be that ship. Yeah. Forgot about that step. That's why I had all that separated. So my bad. Now on our 5th turn. So we can't settle a 2nd. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we have to do this as our 5th action then. All right. So that is get a resource. That is going to be a food. And I can exchange 3 things. So I'm going to turn one of these into a food. That takes care of our prerequisite. We have 2 others. So I could do something with these. One of these will become an energy, because go-go juice. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, this is hard. Okay. Done. The bot only has 1 card. He's done. We're done. Everyone's done. Transport. So, stadium's got to go there. It's got to be a yellow. And these 2 energy will go there and bring it over. And so in the old world, it's got to be yellow. I think that food factory is interesting. I think the food factory makes sense, actually. So we will go there. And that'll be a food factory. Oops, there. And that will... So all that comes over. This ship is there. And then, hey, that ship comes back. Okay. So now we have 3 factories, and we have all that. Okay, and we have the stadium. Okay, cool. Next is turn order. It is 4 to white is 1.5, and we're third because we still have no smiley faces. There we go. Womp womp. Progress markers. So this is a even round. Both civilizations move the higher amount, and the marker ahead moves the amount shown on the bottom card. So the ahead marker will move 1 for each of them, and then the other will move 12. So pink is first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right there. And then for white, same rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right there. By the way, the X is just for the middle line. All right, now we have 4, 8, 10, 12, 13. Good. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Less good. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. All right, so this one is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now desert's available to us. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can we stop there? 13. But now we have access to no prerequisites if we do that. Or we could roll each of them back 3. Or no. Ooh. It's got to be in a line. I need one of each or a sun. Oh, man. 13 is such a bad number. So I would get nothing for that, but I get the technology. Is a tech that important? Gets me halfway to a water site, or halfway to getting a tech and a water and a food whenever I build a stadium. Man, I think I need the tech. 1, 2, 3. It's gotta be that and that. I don't think I need any prerequisite this turn, do I? Yeah, I think actually I stick with that. Is that crazy? Is that? Ah. Oh, do they each move 1? Did I count wrong? Somebody roll it back. It's possible I did, because if so, then that'll be 1 higher and that'll be 1 higher if that's the case, right? And if so, 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3. I think I need that tech, but crossing this means I lose 3. Oh, that's hurtful. That would give me 1 energy this turn, which means I get 3 actions. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, you're right. I counted it. You're totally right. That's where those are. You know what? Screw it. And now all the energy for these has to come from here. That's the other problem. I can't do that. I can't do that. Is that suicide? Because that leaves me yellow. Wow. I guess I don't have to take it then? Oh, man. Yeah, I can't. 1, 2, 3, which means 1, 2, 3, and I think I need the sun more than I need anything else. All right, done. Yeah, that's all I can do. Oh, that's hard. Okay. That's progress. Now bonuses, I get a steal and I can swap one thing. So let me explain why this was why I can't get both of them passed. If I get both of them passed, all the energy requirements for actions only come from the New World, and I currently only have one. I will have 2 energy over there. That is not great. And the other reason is once the second one goes, oh, that goes to the New World. Wait a minute. I got that backwards, didn't I? I did get that backwards, because once I cross this goes away anyway. That's actually beneficial. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Golly, I had it backwards. I'm okay with it coming from the New World, because then this now shows up in the New World. And if you take a look in the New World, when it's there, hey, I get 1 of each. 1 and 1. That's doable. Okay. We're okay there. Whoo, sorry, I misread it. Brain cramp. This is why doing solos sometimes, you don't have anybody in your, here, it'll be like, no, you got that backwards. Anyway, I get a steal and I can swap any one resource. That actually works out. So I get a steal. The steal will be there, and I will swap that for an energy. There. Okay, that's cool. And now clean up. Oh, and I should have put a new ship out. So here we go. So new ship should have come out to replace that one. Then this goes away. New ship. Then infrastructure, this one goes away. And I already have that artwork right there, so I can't even bother taking that one. And finally, the last stadium. We are still technically in round 2, so if a 4 or 5 comes out, it won't play. Nope, we're good. Wait a minute. I think nope, that goes to the bottom. My bad. There we go. And then up here for the bonuses. Hey, it's round 3 coming in. That gets shuffled in. And then we have that. So that is a tech and a food at 7, or a food and a swap at 12. And then going into the next round. Okay, so we must have 1 stadium in the New World. We do. 2 food goes away, 2 food goes away, because we are now in round 3. So these 2 food go away, and then 2 food for the production will go away. So here I produce 2 energy, I'm sorry, 2 steel, 2 energy, and a food. And all my energy for this needs to come from there. That goes and that goes. There we go. And then for the new world, or the old world, sorry. Did I miss transport? No, I didn't. I moved the stadium. We're good. Yeah, I moved all that stuff. All right. 3 steel, 3 food, which is really 1 food. So 3 steel and 3 power. Oh. Try it again. 3 steel, 3 food, but we owe 2 of it, and 3 power. Okay. 3 power, 3 steel, 1 food. There we go. Round 3, here we go. We need to shuffle this up. What do y'all think so far? Are y'all enjoying this? Have y'all played it solo? Okay, so there, okay. And I am 3rd when it comes to progress right now, but okay. So that is an extra settle, but that doesn't happen apparently. That's cool. Nope, I did this wrong, didn't I? I did. Wrong side. Sorry, let's shuffle them up again. It's not that hard, I just forgot. Okay, now I will cut. That'll go to the bottom, whatever that is. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's try that again, shall we? Okay, so that is a 2 settle, or not 2 settle. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, and that is an A, and it's a 2. Again, it doesn't matter. I'm just covering it up so it's clear. There we go. Hey, what's up, Camel? There we go. A moment. There we go. Cool. All right. There and there. All right. So our turn. Oh, what to do, what to do, what to do. So at the end of this turn, I need another stadium. So I'm going to have to acquire a stadium. There are stadiums in which I can't acquire them that require a food and 2 steel. That gives me 2 smiley faces. That puts me in 2nd. So I might as well go for the cheap one. I mean, okay. So 7 would be ideal. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, well, 6 in 1. So those 2, if I wanted to, and that gets me an extra tech, which is effectively that, which is, so that is 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actually works out perfect. Yeah, I think that works out. So it's going to be just these. Okay, and a double tech gets us the water. And the water one is, even if you're not at a biome, you don't pay steel for the population, but you have to meet the settlement requirements, which in my case are the steel sites, and that would be the only one, and that's not ideal. Or we settle like that, which is, or that. Both of those are good because we need food production. Okay, I'll cross that bridge. So if I'm doing all of this, I know I want the stadium. There is one cheap stadium out there. Let's go ahead and do that. So action number 1, I'll go ahead and purchase the cheap stadium. That is 1 steel, and that cheap stadium is, I'm just punting on the smiley faces at this point. So I will go there, and because I took it from here, it goes there. That's my second stadium prerequisite. That goes there. We are now in round 3, so a 4 and a 5 smiley can come out. Okay, there it is. Done. That's legit. The bot's turn is a 1 settle, and it is Bravo. So that'll go there, and 1 is there. Okay. Done. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Collect it, Camel. Pretty happy with this. I think we will settle before we get messed up with on this. So that'll be action number 2. We have a ton of stuff over here, and I have access to 1 black hole. So let's look over here at the new world. I know I need that spot specifically, but that's safe from him now, I think. And honestly, I think that site's pretty good for me because I need 2 desert in a row, and that's the only one that I can do because all the others that have a black hole aren't in that line. I can do it, but again, I'm talking about because of these. However, I probably ought to be smart. This takes care of 3 of these infrastructure cards. I probably ought to do that one. Okay, so I'll do that one. That'll be a food production and an energy, but it costs me no steel because of my special. So a food and an energy. That's good. Done. And now, looking at this, and let's see, I'm going to try and, you know what, let's just do it this way. I'll bring it up here. So that infrastructure is good because it has population in the same line. As soon as I play it, I get that. That one, as soon as I play it, I get that. This one, as soon as I play a desert spot that has a population, I'll get that. And each of those requires a steel and a infrastructure action. So, yeah. This one, my last one that I have, is I need 3 things in a diagonal line. So I have that. I'm thinking about getting that. And then on the last round, I'll get one of those as well. And in addition to that, don't forget that if I get this one, I also get the wave or the water site for free. But that's going to be in round 4 because I have a not great prerequisite load. I really would like to get to that one. That's 4 tech. I just don't know if I'm going to get it. Well, I can get 2 of them. Oh. No, maybe I am getting that this turn. So be it. So that's where we're at on those. We have settled. We've played our 2. That's that. Bot's turn. Gets rid of the first infrastructure, which is that one. That will go there. That I do not have, and that is a steel and a food. Okay. Okay. So now I've established it's those two actions. So I will go there and pay an energy. And I will go ahead and settle again. So our third settle this turn, and that'll go right there. So that's going to be a steel factory and a food production. Again, costs us nothing for that. So that's a steel and a food. Everything's at 3. Done. By the way, I messed up. I just realized that energy should have come from here because I'm past that, so that technically should be there. My bad. Okay, that's my third action. The bot. That is a 4 settle. Okay, back to the new world. 1, 2, 3, 4 settle, and that is an A4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we're not taking that one. Okay. All right. What do y'all think? Other than Eclectic Camel out there. Okay. Now I feel like is the pivotal moment. We're going to take that action. That is there. That's going to cost me 2 energy. I could make a case for either of these. The infrastructure means we get to play 2 of these cards, and it would be those 2, and that would give us 4 food production. Or, actually, it could be that one. So I could play 2 of these, say 2 food production makes more sense than 2 energy. That would be great going into the last round, okay? Because everything's at 3 right now as opposed to that would be at 5. Obviously 3 steel, but I have 4. We're in good shape there. That seems like a pretty great thing. However, I get a tech, and because this is our last action this turn, I'm going to get a tech and a food. So that would give us 2 tech. 2 tech means we either finish off this row here, which then gets us a wave site, and we'll talk about that in a second, or we finish this tech, which really doesn't help us. Probably should have done these in a better order to be able to get the free tech. Oops. But we're 2 away from being able to do that, and it just gives us a boost, and we're about to get into the 2s, I think. Now, the waves, or the water world, we could settle anyone with a single black hole. So that is that one, which is 3 steel production. We could settle, oh no, the problem is I only have 1 population currently. So it would be that. That'd be 3 steel. I don't think that's that great right now. So I think we play the infrastructure. Okay. I think I just made my own mind up. So this will be an action, or a resource. So this is our 4th one. And, oh no, wait a minute. Is that right? I can't? Did I really mess that up? I think I did. I don't think I can play a 4th one. I only have, yep, I messed up. Oh, that is colossal. That is a massive screw up. Can't do that. Because I only have 1 energy. Wow. I just totally hosed that. Oh, Lordy. Oops. Oh, I paid for it already? Oh, thank God. Did I? Okay. Thank you. Whew. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Viz. Whew. All right. So I'll go ahead and play these two. So that's 2 steel. Okay. That would have been catastrophic. I qualify for those. I've already established that. So we'll just put those right there. So that's going to be 2 and 2. Whew. And I get a resource of my choice. Energy? I think so. I think it would be energy. Thanks, Ian, as well. There we go. So for that. Okay, that's our last action. Whew. All worried. Seriously. 3rd ship goes away. That's that one right there. So this one goes away. And we'll come back out. And that was that one. There. We're done, so we'll just stay here. 2nd stadium is that one. Yep, beside the main board, so he gets that. He's running away with the stadium thing. That's okay with smiley faces. And he's done. Now pass. Transport. So transporting here, that is going to be, let's see, 2. That'll be 2 energy, and it needs 1 for the go-go juice, so I'll pay the 1 for the go-go juice. That is yellow, blue, and a factory. So blue is 2 pop. The factory is a steel factory. And the yellow looks like it's going to be 2 energy. So now I'm going to need 1 ship, or else I'm going to take the losses on those. Okay. So that ship now, that comes over. Oh, also one of those. There we go. All right. Whew. Oh, I said I had 1 pop. Oh, that's interesting because transport takes place before the bonuses, so I would have had it for the wave, but whatever. Turn order now. It will forever stay in that order because I am so far behind on smiley faces. It is 6 to 3.5 for white to 0 for me. So be it. So progress now. We are in round 3. It is an odd year. The opponent moves a higher amount, and the extra civ moves the lower amount. And the one leading will go 2. So the one leading will go 2. 1, 2. And it will go the higher amount, so 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Done. The other one moves the lower amount, and they move 2. 1, 2. Oh, that one's out. That's right. And now moving 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which they're not allowed to do that. It doesn't matter because they're just blockers. So this one, they're not allowed. I guess they can break the rule. I can't. We are at 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. No matter how I do it, if I end up on the tech, I end up on one sun, and I really want to be on the other one. Oh, that sucks. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know that I need to get into the forest. And are you allowed to move less? Is that dumb? What I'm thinking about doing? Is it dumb? I think I want the tech no matter what, right? Yeah, I think I'm being dumb. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 7. Yeah, so be it. That's fine. Okay. Oh, that worked out, actually. Because I get 2 techs this way. Oh, I'm just dumb. Because now we're into bonus. And, right, so if we go back to that, I get a tech for this, and I get a tech for that. So I get 2 tech and a food. The food will go there, and I get 2 tech. So I guess now we'll go ahead and settle a water site, and we can settle, yeah, that seems good. All right, so we get 2 tech. That is 1, 2. That says I can settle a water site, so let's do that, shall we? I have oodles of population. I have access to a single sun. So what are my options? 2 energy, 3 food, or 3 food and a steel. Steel is the one that's lagging, but I get the bonus points for the food production. And I'm looking at 3 more food, which would get me to 8. Ah. Huh. What do we go with? I only need 1 more space to settle that. 3 food and a steel seems really good. Oh, we could do this one. Ah, there it is. Yes. Good call, Dr. Viz. Yes. That's exactly what I would like. That just seems good across the board. So I will settle that. I got to have that, and I got to have the prerequisite, but I don't pay steel for that. So that's 1 food, 1 energy. I'm sorry. 1 food, 1 steel, 2 energy. 1 steel, 1 food, 2 energy. That's tasty. Good call. There we go. You used a lot of my pop, but that's what it's there for. And I only need 1 more spot. I have a single sun. I need 1 more population. I just realized. I'll deal with it. That's a future me problem. Now we're into cleanup. These go. These go. There. And here we go. Doesn't matter. Not going to be able to do that one. That one goes. Well, that worked out. Okay. Final round. Got to have 2 stadiums. I have 2 stadiums. Now it's going to be 4 food, 1 food. Okay, so now we go ahead and produce. So the old world is still producing 3 food and an energy, but I owe 1 of it, so 2 food and an energy. Two food and an energy. And then the new world is producing 7 energy. The big cubes are 3s. Then this is minus 4 food, so I produce 2 food. And 4 steel. There we go. Rock and roll! And yeah, that's the perfect ship for me, isn't it? The problem is it requires 4 steel. I have 3. We'll cross that bridge, but I'll be able to get it from here, but I digress. So yeah, that we need that ship, because that is that and that on the final evac. That is great. All right, bot's turn. We will keep these face up, so I do this in the right order this time. Okay. There, and now we cut. There. Okay. All right, here we go. 1 infrastructure. Okay. So that one, which wasn't gonna happen. We're still in the 1s. Got to be getting close to the 2s. There it is. I have access to the forest. Don't know if we're actually gonna want to do it, but it's there. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot? We're going into round 4, aren't we? What do we got? A tech and a settle, or a settle. So in a perfect world, 4 tech. In a perfect world, 4 tech. There's 1. Maybe 2. 3, 4. Just saying, I can control 3 of them. The reason I'm talking about that is the extra infrastructure right there to be able to get that. Oh, wait. 4. Oh, I need that stadium. Okay. So I need to work on that. So if I get this and that in 7, that would then give me the free infrastructure to play it. Oh, that seems really tasty. Oh, but the problem is I need to be able to play these infrastructure. Ah. Okay. I need 7. And those are used as tech. That's 5. 6, 7. So it's 3 actions? Hell nah. Nah, hold on. I know I need to settle 1 more. And I need 1 population to do it. Oh boy. I need a ship, a settle. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the free infrastructure. Nope. I am a steel short. Okay, this has to happen, right? So let's just start there. That has to happen. And I need the infrastructure, and I need the extra steel. So there's the steel for the ship. And I know I'm doing this. I don't know if I'm going to do that. So maybe it goes 1, 2, and if I get it, 3, 4. We'll see. But the 2 infrastructure are going to be these bad boys. Yeah, I think. I still need I need a 3rd population over here somehow. Okay, this is definitely getting played, and that is 1 steel. I qualify for it, which means I get, so I already have that, in other words. So 2 factories on respective things, so that's going to be 2 food, up to 8. Okay, now the question is, we are 1 build away from this. Yeah, we are. Take my word for it. We are 1 desert. But the problem with that desert is I have 2 pop. I can only build that one. I want to build that one, but I only have I have no prerequisites. Oh God, I don't think I can build that one. Oh, that's a problem. Huh. I really want that 4th one. Well, okay. What if we go 12? Is there a way? Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I guess 7 works either way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So they both get into forest either way. That gives me a tech, maybe 2 tech. Okay. So what do I do with my second infrastructure? With that, I don't have 2 in a line, and I don't have a forest. That's not happening. I don't have a factory in water, so that's not happening. And 2 in a line here, that's just crappy. I don't like that. So you know what? I'll do what the game allows me to do. I'm going to take 1 food, and I'm going to wipe all of those before I take my second infrastructure action. So let's see. These are all 2s. That sucks. Or does it? No, a forests. That one's not terrible. That one is. That one, however, is not, I don't think. This, I mean, I would like food, right? Because that's what I'm giving up. The problem here is because of the line aspect, whereas this one, I can do right now. Well, momentarily. So I'm giving up the food. 1 step on food. But I'm gaining, now I'm gaining 2 steel. That's actually better, or equivalent. Do we take that one instead? I think I will take that one. So I'm not going to play that one. Keep that in my hand. That'll be into my hand. And there. Oh, well, that's even better. Come on, man. Really? Glory to Rome. Because I have 2 of those. And if I get the forest, I get both of those. Just saying. All right, done. Grumble, grumble. All right, next. Third infrastructure. Well, it doesn't matter. The game giveth, the game taketh away. All right, that was short-lived. All right, well. Water and desert in the same line. Nope, not happening. Okay. After the transport. Yep, that's a good point. And there's the settle. Okay, I see you. after, so as long as I get the suns, I need a sun, and I'll have the population. Good call, Ian. All good. All right, appreciate that. All right, so second action. There. Well, we know we need the ship. Let's get the ship. Let's not screw this up. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that ship for 4 steel. And 1 energy is all we need for that. Done. Cool. Just gonna. There we go. All right. That is a 4 settle on A. One, two, three, 4 on A. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, those should be factories, but it just makes cleanup easier and it blocks off that space. That's all that matters. All right. Third action is an energy. I know I need a stadium, yeah? That's going to be a food. And I'll purchase that stadium there. That's my 3rd stadium. Look, it's not super sexy, but it's a requirement. It is what it is, right? The 1 ship, oh, by the way, that should have refilled. Sorry about that. So that should have filled there. Then that ship goes away, which is moot because we done with ships. Okay. Our turn. 4th action, 2 energy. Huh. Yeah. That'll go there, and we will settle. It's going to cost me 1 steel. It will cost me no steel because it's only 1 of these bad boys. And in the line of the desert, it'll go there, which will be 2 steel. Up there. Done. His turn. A 2 settle A. That'll be 1, 2 A there. And he has 1 turn left, and it's up to us. So now, a tech doesn't really do us anything. So I think we keep going because we have everything to burn. And the extra settle on 12 is nice. So we go there, we get rid of that. So I would like to settle at 12 in a perfect world. 6, 7. 10, 12. That seems good. 10. That'll be 2 infrastructure actions. That'll be both of these. So that's a food and a steel. I do not qualify for this one yet, but I'm hoping I will. And this one I do after that forest because they're both in line. So that'll be 2 energy and 1 steel. 2 energy and 1 steel. Done. Okay. And the final turn for the bot is a 3 settle, and that is alpha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 right there. And the bot is done, but the key there is that 3, I think. Okay. So now what? We said this, which is, I guess, a settle. Oh, I should have filled that stadium. It does not matter. That's what the new one is. Okay, so I can settle 1 pop, and the factories are good. Okay, so let's see, what can we settle? And we have access currently to no icons. With a single population. So I could do something like that. But ideally, it would be a food and a factory. But no icons. And I have access to forests, but not water. I think that is the only thing that allows me to put out 2 things. I don't think, honestly, the energy matters. I think the food matters. Food and steel are better. Yeah, as long as it's a steel, that works. The fact that having no access to icons sucks. Just make, oh, that's 2 steel. That might actually be all right. Because if I can't get a food and a steel, that's the next best thing. So I think I'd do that one. I mean, that would be tasty. That'd be perfect. But, alas. Oh, and I have 4 energy to pay. You're right. I got to pay that. Yeah, good call. So I think we will go there and there, which gets us 2 steel. And that's that. That goes to there. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. We're done. Bot's done. We transport. Transport, it's only going to be this one. It's going to move that, and more importantly, these, which that's going to bring 4 pop. And that is the last of it. That is awesome. It's the first time I've done that. That's cool. In 5 games of this now, I think. 4 or 5 games, that's the only time I've gotten everything evacuated. And no resources on the old world. There we go. Done. That's transport. Turn order stays as it was. Progress. This is important, I think. Okay. So this is an even round. Both civs move the higher amount, and the one in the lead moves that number 3. So the one in the lead moves 3. 1, 2, 3, and 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This moves 3. 1, 2, 3, and 9 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A moment. The other one moves the lower amount. Right? No, they both do. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 10, 11, 12. I also have 12. I get a settle and a tech, and the tech doesn't matter. And the infrastructure won't matter because I have no infrastructure. So it literally doesn't matter. Except icons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Let's start over. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, okay. So I need suns, though. Oh, I have suns right there. Cool. That works out. Okay, that's progress. Cool. Bonus. I get a settle. I will go ahead and settle, let's see, I need I need 3 pop. 1, I have 5, 2, 3, and it costs me 2 steel. And those 3 need to be in, I have access to everything, 2 food, and an energy. 2 food puts me at 10, and an energy puts me at 10. And then, I now have access to that one because of that. I get 1 more food, 2 more energy, and 1 more. First time I've ever gotten everything up to 10. That's awesome. Okay, done. So that's it. Now we go into final scoring. Final scoring, your lowest marker. My lowest marker is at 10. That's 19 points. It has a score pad, but on it, yeah, let's use it. That's fine. That's 19. Here we go. Then each of these. So let's see. How many infrastructure do we have? Let's count them, shall we? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 plus 5 is 20. That seems good, seeing as our goal was 60. The next one is that. That is at 11. So we're at 10. So that's 10 plus 3 is 13. I'm happy with that. We were too short. That's all right. Life is. And then satellites. We have 1 in water, 1 in forest, which means they both made it to forest. And forest is another 12. And negatives. So this is for anybody, any disc that wasn't evacuated. I got them all. Any population, I forget what that one is. A moment. Points mode, there. That is 1 for every pop token that could have been evacuated. So none, in other words, on the sites, but I evacuated all the sites. Are you short any stadiums? No. Were you short any food at any point? No. Awesome, no negatives. So I got all those, and then happy faces, I scored 0. So, total. That looks like 39, 41, 51, 64. 10, 30, 40, 50, 64. Wouldn't food bonus be 11 plus 3 because I was at 11 food? That's 1 per. That's 11 plus 3. 14. 65. Thank you. Thank you. So that is 65, and the goal was 60. Good luck getting to 80, yo. Wow. Seriously. Woo! Hey, we won. Victory. That felt good. Yeah, the bot, super easy to play, ain't it? That's nice. Just flip as long as once you get them facing the right way. But yeah, that is the solo mode. That's also points mode. So the difference between what we showed in race mode previously and points mode were a couple things. One, it was this endgame scoring and the goals. And yeah, pretty much that. So, but we're going to play it multiplayer next week and advanced mode as soon as possible as well, which is the opposite side, which they look like that. They have all kinds of cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing that. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If y'all enjoyed it, like, subscribe, consider supporting the show over on patreon.com/HCHQ. It really, really, really does. I will figure out how to point. There. Liking and subscribing really does, and following if you're over on Twitch, really does help the channel. So really would appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow with something. Either Age of Industry, Wonderland's War, or something. I'm not sure quite yet. We'll figure it out. Oh! Ta! Hold on. That is a good point. That is a really good point. Let's go there. I forgot about this. As soon as your second marker goes there, you get this into the new world. So everything got one more. So one more for those scoring at home. That doesn't change that. That gets that one more, so it's only one more point. That doesn't change. And our lowest then is at 11, so that is plus 3, so it's 4 more points. So it's really 69 points. There we go. Thank you, Dr. Viz. Cool. All right, that's a wrap. I'm out of here. Hopefully you all had a good Valentine's for those that were celebrating it, and I will see you all tomorrow night. If you're a patron, you're going to get a round table once we're done with the rest of all these streams for this, because sponsored. So big thanks to everybody over at Rio Grande for sponsoring the stream. Thanks to everybody out there watching, especially the patrons. Really appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Yay! Yay! Woo, we won! Thanks for the help, y'all.